social media all-stars. We appreciate you guys so much. You are helping us spread the word about this ministry. You are helping us get the word out all around the world. I want to give a special shout out to Taylor Walker, who chose this week's featured clip. Every week we're featuring a new clip. If you want to be a part of the team that helps us choose those clips, please email us upchurch@upchurch.org. And then here is your list of social media all-stars. Thank you for your comments, for your likes, for your shares. We appreciate you guys. Let me tell you about an exciting opportunity. We are starting a new series in the Bible Hangout. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Bible Hangout is our weekly Bible study. Every Thursday night, 7 p.m., we meet via Zoom, and then it rebroadcasts on Friday nights at 7 on YouTube. And so I want to encourage you to be a part of this, because for the second quarter, we are focusing on the book of Proverbs. Now, if you have ever wanted to do a deep dive into the Proverbs, here is your opportunity. Listen, the Bible is 100% a spiritual document, but it is also a practical document. And so the book of Proverbs contains some of the most timeless wisdom that's available. And so I encourage you to come be a part. 7 p.m. every Thursday. Cannot wait to see you there. Don't miss this opportunity to dive deep into the scriptures.
As big as you want them to be.
Open your mind. Open your mind. That is our theme for 2021. And this is what we're encouraging you to do, is to open your mind. Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to our virtual service. I am Reverend Sherri James, Senior Minister of this beautiful community of spiritual seekers. And I'm so glad that you are here. So listen, a couple of housekeeping things before we get started, that got to get this out of the way. The way that people find out about us is you got to tell somebody. So if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and set yourself up to get notifications every time we upload new material. And hit that share button. Tell somebody about this, or just share it without comment. Just, you know how you say, I'm just going to sit this right here. Do that. Just sit this right there on whatever social channel that you play on the most. And then finally, please leave us a comment. Those comments show interaction, they show engagement, and they help drive up those algorithms or whatever it's called. But yeah, they make people know where we are. And if you're on Facebook, same thing. Please like our page. Please like the video. Please hit share and leave us a comment. All those things make a difference. And I want to say thank you already to our social media all-stars. You have made a massive difference in our reach and in our ability to get the word out. All right, let's take a moment to open today's service in prayer. Would you pray with me? Father, Mother God, we open our hearts and our minds to an absolutely incredible worship experience. We give thanks and praise right now that this day, this moment, what we do in this worship experience is going to transform us at depth. We know that we are more than we have demonstrated this far in our experience, and we are asking for a revelation of a deeper understanding of who we are. We give thanks for all that's been prepared, for the musicians, the speakers, the singers, everything that has come together, the editor, to make today's service possible. And we just bless it to do a perfect work in us first, and then to go out around the planet, causing ripples and ripples of good to reverberate around the earth. Thank you, God, for making us the change agents of good that we are. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. In the name and in the consciousness of I am, this prayer is so, and so it is. God bless you. Understanding Principles for Better Living Church was founded by the Reverend Dr. Delarice Lett. And she was inspired to found this ministry out of a deep need to share the spiritual healing principles that she used to demonstrate her marriage, the love of her life, Franklin Lett, to demonstrate healing over an aneurysm plus multiple other things that she dealt with across her lifetime. And it was this need to just tell somebody about the goodness of God. So we're continuing in that tradition. We come to you every Sunday with a message of hope, of divine oneness, of divine sonship. Our vision is to love every person up to their true identity and to their highest potential for the greater good of all. We are on a mission to express God's divine love through teaching spiritual principles, worship services, fellowship activities, and community outreach. And our theme for 2021 is Open Your Mind. Open your mind. Whatever it is that you want to do, you need to open your mind in order to be it, in order to have it, in order to possess it. And we're in a powerful series based on the book by Catherine Ponder, Open Your Mind to Receive. I think that you will find that this will be one of the most important series that you will experience from UPCHURCH this year. Open your mind to receive. And my lesson today is titled, I Am the Gardener. I am the gardener. So before we get started, let's take a moment to just slow down. We always want to slow ourselves down, get quiet so that we may hear what the Spirit has to say to us. So let's sit comfortably. right where you are and just relax. Breathe easy. The mantra I want you to hold on to today is, I am the gardener. I am the gardener. I am the gardener. Take a deep breath. The seeds of plenty are in my hand. I am the gardener. I have all the tools to plant the seeds. I am the gardener. I till the soil of my mind. I am the gardener. Just hold that mantra silently within yourself. I am the gardener. And breathe. Nothing can interfere with my planting process. I am the gardener. The seeds are in my hands alone. I am the gardener. That I plant with the authority and the dominion and the mastery of God. I am the gardener. I have dominion over the plot of land where I now plant. I am the gardener. We bring this moment of quiet to a close. We take a deep cleansing breath. And when we're ready, we open our eyes and we just give thanks. We just give thanks. And so it is.
Power, power, power in stillness. Power in quiet time. That is what we get when we come apart, when we meditate, when we contemplate the power and presence of God. I'm so grateful that you are here today. I'm Reverend Sheree Thompson, and it's my joy to be here. It is my absolute joy. I get the pleasure of welcoming you into the doors of UPCHURCH. I know Reverend Sherri has been here to say hello. I know our music team has been here to say hello, but I'm here to say welcome, and this is especially for those of you who are walking into our doors for the first time. You've come into a loving community. I hope you felt the love so far. And if you haven't, just buckle up. We're getting ready to dose it out. We're getting ready to share with you more about the love of God, more about how to love yourself, how to love other people. We are committed to your spiritual growth. And I want you to know that if you hear something today, if you feel something today that just confirms this is the place I should grow spiritually. This is the place where I can grow and reach more of the God potential that is within me. I want you to consider membership. Go ahead and email us at upchurch@upchurch.org and take that first step. Just let us know you're interested. We will guide you along the way. Becoming a member of UPCHURCH is a distinct pleasure and privilege, and it shows true commitment to your spiritual growth. We have a powerful community here that supports you in that. In addition to the word that comes, in addition to our wonderful classes and our teaching, the people of UPCHURCH are so amazingly loving, and we all just nurture and bring out the best in one another. And so I want you to meet some of these people. So family, those of you who know UPCHURCH, our family and friends, I want you to share who you are. We do this in a fun way where we introduce ourselves by saying our spiritual name. We declare and affirm our spiritual name. And this is how you do it. You put I am next to a quality of God. And so when you put I am next to a quality of God, you are declaring your spiritual name. So I'll go first. I'm Sheree and I am love. What's your spiritual name? I want you to declare it in the chat. And if you aren't chatting along with us, or perhaps you're not watching live, feel free to go ahead and add your spiritual name to the comments. And you don't have to even add to the comments, though I want you to. I want you to tell me who you are. I want you to share who you are. Speak your spiritual name, but just go ahead and speak it out loud. And I want you to know that when you do this, you enter into this field of pure potential, this field of positivity, this field of love that then begins to expand into your experience. Don't be afraid to speak your spiritual name. And I would say, go ahead and speak a name for yourself that you want to see more of right now. And so if you're declaring peace, go ahead and name yourself as peace. If you want more abundance in your life, go ahead and name yourself prosperity. Say your spiritual name. That's how we connect with the God idea of our dreams. And so I'm so grateful that you are all here. It's great to be with you. It's great to worship with you. And so we have more to come. Coming up next is going to be a really special part of our service. We have what's called our daily inspiration for better living. And I think you're going to really enjoy who's sharing the daily inspiration for today. So I'm going to turn it over and then I'll be back with you for our affirmation of power.
Daily inspiration for Sunday, April 18th, 2021. Praise the Lord. When we consistently access our birthright of divine judgment and wisdom, this uplifted consciousness guides us to right action. When we are guided to praise the Lord, seeming adversaries and adversarial thoughts dissipate, destroying themselves without us having to do anything else. We praise all day, we praise all night, knowing that everything will be all right. When we praise, we raise our consciousness above what appears to be troubling. Praise and fear cannot coexist. When we persist, we carry away the precious jewels of spiritual growth, the added blessings that come with victory from within.
What a blessing. Such peace is ours when we stay in our spiritual path. Focus slowly on praising God. We need not fear or fight for victory. Is already ours, standing still and going within. Our battles are already won. Praise the Lord.
I will be glad and exalt in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. Psalms 9 and 2.
Wasn't she just lovely? Thank you so much, Kalina, for reading the daily inspiration. We're getting a double dose of inspiration. There is the word, there are the words that she spoke, but there's also just the joy of her growth that is so inspiring. Thank you for being so brilliant, Kalina. It's now time for our affirmation of power. This is where you get an opportunity to speak the word of truth, to speak the word of power for yourself. And so I'm going to speak the affirmation first, and then we will affirm together as a body. So let's get ready for it. I open my mind to receive. It is my Father's good pleasure to give me the kingdom, and it is my good pleasure to receive it. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too wonderful to happen. Nothing is too good to last. I open my mind to receive. Let's affirm that together. I open my mind to receive. It's my Father's good pleasure to give me the kingdom, and it's my good pleasure to receive it. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too wonderful to happen. Nothing is too good to last. I open my mind to receive. And so it is. Amen. Amen. Powerful affirmation. Let's commit that one to memory so that we can remember to keep our minds open to receive. This is a powerful series that we're in this month. You're going to get an opportunity to really open yourself up to see where you may have been limiting yourself. And we began this series, Open Your Mind, at the top of the year, where we just began to declare, what are we opening our mind to? We've grown spiritually. Now, what do we want new in our life, world, and affairs? And so we asked you to send in your videos, to maybe write it out and we'd read it aloud, because we wanted to stay in an agreement, to stand in prayer with you as you open your mind for something new. And so I'm so grateful to let you know that Lawrence Fernandez has given us, she took an opportunity and filmed a video letting us know how he's opening his mind in 2021. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
This year, I'm opening my mind to the possibility of a new energy, and a new direction with our Understanding Principles family. I came here probably around 20 years ago, and I remember some of our church services and the music and all the things that I'd come to know became a part of me and who I am. And I would sing those songs. I'd sing those songs to my son while bathing him and while driving in the car to and from school. So some of that music and some of that mind frame and some of that thinking became a part of me. And in this new day and age, with new leadership at our church, which I think is completely fantastic, put me in another space, in another time. And it made me feel like it was time that I step up and catch up to the rest of the folks in our UPCHURCH family. There's new faces, new music, new energy, new leadership, and it's fantastic. So I'm looking forward to being open and becoming new in my walk with Christ, and new in our UPCHURCH family, and new in the new sermons and the new messages, and new with the new direction of the music and the new energy of all the new people that have come to join our UPCHURCH family. I'm excited to see what the future holds for us, and I'm so glad that we went online during this whole pandemic. I feel like I've had the love of my UPCHURCH family all along, and I look forward to seeing where we all go from here. I am blessed.
Many of you were a part of our Love Experiment, our 2021 Lenten experience, and we had what was called the Ultimate Love Song Challenge. Now, let me tell you, this was really difficult because there's so much amazing love music out there. And so we all had an opportunity to vote, those who were a part of the Love Experiment. And I tell you, the race was very tight, but Noriko agreed that whatever song won the Ultimate Love Song Challenge, that she would have our worship team perform. And so without further ado, I want to introduce to you Encourage Yourself, the winner of the Ultimate Love Song Challenge. Take it over, worship team. I can't wait to hear your version of it.
Listen. Sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you in the Lord. Oh, sometimes you encourage yourself. Gotta pat your own self on the back. Yeah. Sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. And no matter how you feel, speak the word over your life, and you will be healed. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself. Encourage yourself in the Lord. Sometimes you have to speak a word over yourself. The pressure is all around, but God is your present help. My fears and doubts created walls, but remember, giants, they do fall. Speak over yourself, encourage yourself in the Lord. Oh, as I minister to you, oh, I minister to myself. Find the key to unlock your treasure until you have nothing left. No matter how you feel, no matter how you feel, no. And you will be healed. Yourself. Open your heart and let God have His way. If God is for you, who can be against? No, no. I am more than a conqueror. Speak over yourself. Speak over yourself. Through every door, everything that I go through, I'm encouraged. I remember that He's right there waiting for me. I'm encouraged. When I feel like I have nowhere to go, Lord, I ask you. I'm encouraged. Hey, 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 hey. I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. I can do all things, yeah, with the power that I hold, yeah. My God is always there to give me strength, yeah. I'm encouraged. Oh, yes, I am. Speak over yourself, encourage yourself in the Lord. Oh,
You know you outdid yourself, right? Right, Mikkel? You know that you outdid yourself, right? But Noriko, you know you outdid yourself, right, Dominique? And you, Kaylin, I know you outdid yourself. Chad, I know you outdid yourself. Daryl, I know you know. Oh my God. Encourage yourself. As I minister to you, I minister to me. As I tell you that you encourage yourself, I'm encouraging myself. Oh, that was, it made me think about, when we're physically in person and when the song get good to you and you ain't even have words and you just stand up. You just stand up. You just you just get up out your seat. That's one of those get up out your seat. Speak over yourself. All right. Let's get into today's message. All right. We are in a new series, and this series is based on Catherine Ponder's Open Your Mind to Receive. And I said at the beginning, and I really, really mean it, I think that this will be one of the most important series that we do during this year because so many of us have trouble receiving. So many of us have trouble receiving. We are good givers. We are excellent givers. But when it comes to receiving, we got a block. And so I want to get into that today. We're going to really pick apart what it means to be open to receive what the Spirit has for you. And my message today is entitled, I Am the Gardener. I am the gardener. And my guiding scripture comes from Matthew 6:33. But seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given you as well. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given you as well. And my thesis is a play on something that Reverend Johnny Coleman would always say, I am the thinker. And it is, I am the gardener who plants the seed that produces the tree that brings me the fruit of prosperity. That might be one you want to memorize. All right. I am the gardener who plants the seed that produces the tree that brings me the fruit of prosperity. One more time for the subconscious mind. I am the gardener who plants the seed that produces the tree that brings me the fruit of prosperity. So let's talk just very, very briefly, because we're going to really dive into this as we go through this series. But what is it that keeps us from being able to receive? What is it that is getting in the way? What is getting in the way? So the first thing is that we don't accept our good. We don't accept our good. And so a great part of the act of receiving is to mentally accept the good that we want rather than mentally fighting it. So many of us believe that a good thing cannot last. Nothing good lasts forever. And we work with that idea in our minds, and it produces fruit in our lives. And so a denial that you want to say when you feel that thought creeping on is that nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too wonderful to happen. Nothing is too good to last. I'll say that again. Nothing is too good to be true. Nothing is too wonderful to happen. Nothing is too good to last. So many times we run our good out of our experience because we don't believe that it can happen. We don't believe that it can happen for us. And we certainly don't believe that it can last long enough for us to really, really enjoy it. We say things like, well, it was a season. I hear that when they talk about success. Well, it was the season of success, as if you're supposed to have a season of failure. Another thing that gets in the way is that we fight our good. So we don't accept it, but if it gets here, then we're boxing with it. And I want you to get that giving is one half of the law of increase. The law of increase has two halves, giving and receiving. Receiving is the other half. And what happens is that we unbalance the law when we do not expect to receive. You ask somebody who has trouble receiving, what would you like for your birthday? Oh, I don't want anything. This is, I started last week. I said this in the after party. I said, I think that men are really good givers, but not necessarily good receivers, because part of receiving is that you have to be vulnerable, and there's an openness that has to happen. But then I realized, no, women too. Oh, I think all of us, that what happens when we receive is that it puts us in position where we're vulnerable, and it's like it's something that we don't have, and it makes us feel some kind of way. And so we will push away the gift, right? Or maybe if it's coming from a channel that we can't receive from. So someone that we don't like has something good for us, and so we won't receive it because I don't want from that channel. I want it to come from this other channel over here. And so a good affirmation is that I am receiving. I am receiving now. I am receiving all the wealth that the universe has for me now. I am receiving. I am receiving now. I am receiving all the wealth that the universe has for me now. Another reason that keeps us from being able to receive is that we notice the wrong things. What you notice conditions you for what you can receive. Please get that, because that could probably clear up about 99% of our problems. We notice the wrong things. Whatever you notice, you are inviting into your life. Whatever you talk about, you are inviting into your life. Whatever you identify with in your thoughts and your words and your actions, you are inviting into your life. Many of us have the door open for war, for crime, for injustice, for sadness, for abuse, for hate, for bigotry, because it's what we notice. It's what we talk about. We can't be on the phone 10 minutes before we get into a conversation of all the crap that is happening. And I want to tell you that just because there's crap happening does not mean that crap needs to happen in your life. In my Father's house are many mansions. Stop living in the crap mansion. Go ahead, pack up your belongings, and move to the mansion where the good stuff happens. In my Father's house, there are many levels of consciousness, and you will not eradicate a level of consciousness by living at it. You will not get rid of the war and the crime and the bigotry and the racism and the hate and the dissension and the destructive behaviors that come from that cancer by constantly thinking about it, talking about it, dreaming about it, writing about it. That is not how you get rid of it. Darkness does not drive out darkness. Only light does that. How do you get darkness out of a room? Find the light switch and flip it. And I'm telling you that the light switch that flips, that moves you out of the crap mansion into the good mansion, because there's many mansions, that moves you out of the crap mansion into the good mansion, is the light of love. We control what we receive by what we notice. We control what we receive by what we notice. And so another reason that we have trouble receiving from God is that we don't know how to identify with God, because we're identified with the things of the world. So let me be clear. Racism is a thing of the world. Sexism is a thing of the world. Homophobia is a thing of the world. Bigotry is a thing of the world. What do I mean by identify with something? I give you my time and my attention. I give you my energy. I give you my thoughts and my feelings. When I give you my thoughts and my feelings, I'm identifying with. How do you identify with somebody you're in love with? They color your mind. All you do is think about them all day. The minute you fall in love, that's all you think about. Even when you're not with them, you just dreaming about them, imagining your time with them, thinking about what y'all did, thinking about what you're going to do, right? Because you're identifying with it. Well, that's a principle. That's true whether it's a person, a place, a thing, a mind condition, or whatever. And so when we talk about identifying with God, it means that I give all of my thoughts and my feelings to God. That I spend my time thinking about the goodness of God. Well, what's the goodness of God? Well, laughter. You know, I was laughing the other day because of something that Jordan said that just tickled me, right? Laughter. What are the things of God? Sunshine. I'm thinking about just the bright, clear, sunny day and how beautiful it is and how gorgeous it feels outside. What are the things of God? The ocean, outer space, the love between a mother and the child, or a father and the child, or a husband and a wife, or a husband and a husband, and a wife and a wife. What are the things of God? The things of God are the things that produce love, that produce joy. And I give all of my thoughts and my feelings to that. In my Father's house, there are many mansions. I choose the mansion by what I notice. Okay. So there are 3 ways, and she covers this in the first chapter. And I think this is really powerful, which is how to learn to give properly. Because again, many of us are good givers, but I want to make sure we have a complete understanding of giving. And then there's one I want to drill down on. So the first is that you want to give to God. What does that mean? That means tithe. That's really it. You put God first financially. You recognize that everything it is that you have because of the goodness of God. And so I'm in partnership with God. And so I don't begrudge God my tithe. When the money comes in, 10% goes off the top. I don't even wait for Sunday. Because we're in partnership. And I want everything of mine on time. I don't want nothing delayed, right? I don't want the character of my life to be delayed. So I don't delay anything that I'm giving to God, whether it's my time, my talent, or my treasure. And so Proverbs 3:9-10 says, honor Jehovah with thy substance and with the first fruits of all thine increase. So shall thy barns be filled with plenty, and thy vat shall overflow with new wine. I was watching an interview. Some of you know this rapper turned business mogul, Master P. And, you know, it was just an interview. I was listening for like tips as an entrepreneur or whatever, just things that I could hear, because he's an intriguing figure. And in the interview, he let drop, I tithe 10%. And the interview person said, wait, whoa, go back. Master P tithes? He said, yes, I've been tithing and my whole family tithes. Like off the top, 10% of the gross. I said, well, all right, Percy Miller, come on, teach this lesson. Tithing is the way that you put yourself in partnership with God. If you only want a little bit, give a little bit. But if you desire to be in the flow, that's tithing. I can't clean it up any other kind of way. And, we have plenty of lessons that we have done on it, so I won't drill down on it here. But I will just say that open your mind to the idea. Open your mind to the idea that the increase that you desire is sitting on the other side of what you won't let go of. You have to make room, and tithing makes room. It makes room in your experience, and it is a systematic way to set the law of giving and receiving into action. And listen, you can learn to tithe. I didn't grow up tithing. I didn't grow up in a family that tithes. I had to learn to tithe. I had to learn to give and to participate. And I will tell you that when I first started, it was definitely a mental struggle. But I made a commitment. I'm going to stop playing with this, and I'm going to give, period. And when I made that decision, little by little, increment by increment, day by day, things got easier and better and easier and better. The second thing you got to do is give to yourself. Give to yourself. So all progress begins with self-improvement. And you cannot give to others unless you first have something to give. Only after self-improvement are you capable of helping others. Only after you get you together are you capable of helping someone else get themselves together. You cannot give what is not first alive in you. You cannot give what is not first. If it's not awake and kicking and smoking inside of you, it cannot be passed on to someone else. And so you have to give to you first, and then you give to others. We have this equation backwards, and so many of us are giving to others, not giving to ourselves, not giving to God, and wondering why we don't receive. We got the equation out of order. Give to God, give to yourself, and then give to others. God, yourself, others, in that order. Many of us have God, others, and then ourselves, or others, God, and then ourselves, but we're always last. And then we wonder why we don't have. And the thing is that you cannot give what is not alive in you. And so in order to have something to give, you have to develop yourself. You have to develop yourself. And so after giving to God and to yourself, give something to someone else, give to another. Giving to another opens the path to receive. It opens it up. And then once you have done those three things, give to God, give to yourself, and then to others, then it's get ready to receive. You can get ready to receive by preparing for what it is that you want to receive. You want to make room for it. And so I want to drill down on giving to yourself, because that's where I feel like we run into many of the problems. Many of us have not cultivated the capacity to receive, or we've cultivated it to a certain degree, but not to the degree where we could really, really, really enjoy life. And so that's why I chose the scripture, seek first the kingdom of heaven and its righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Because point number one, true seeking is seed planting. True seeking is seed planting. True seeking is seed planting. You always know what you're seeking by what you are planting. And so the question is, what are you giving to yourself? Well, then you can look at, what is it that I am planting? And so we have to become the people that can receive the good that we seek. We have to become the people who can have the good that we seek. And the way that we do that is through seed planting. In order, think about it this way. If you wanted to be a world-class gymnast, what seeds would you need to plant? If you wanted to become a master chef, what seeds would you need to plant? If you wanted to become an expert physician, what seeds would you need to plant? And so if someone is telling you that they desire to be a gymnast, a world-class gymnast, a master chef, or an expert physician, but they don't have seeds that they are planting on that path, what would you say to them? Well, you would say you're not really seeking that path. Because that path, that choice, narrows the things that you do. That path narrows the seeds that you must plant. There are specific things that you must do to walk that path to become that world-class gymnast, that master chef, that expert physician. There are things that you must do. And so you have the good that you've conditioned yourself to receive. We believe, unfortunately, that people can control the good that we have. We believe, and it's deep in us. It's part of our ancestral memory. But I want you to get that the good that you desire requires conditioning that matches it. The good that you desire requires conditioning. It requires some seed planting in order to demonstrate it. And so you may have to plant seeds in seeming hostile territory in order to have the good that you desire. But the promise is that God prepares for me a table before mine enemies. I'm not waiting for outer conditions to change in order to plant the seeds that I desire to see. I am the gardener that plants the seed, that grows the tree, that brings the fruit of my prosperity. I'm not waiting for things to change in order to plant the seeds. And so we seek, right? When it says seek first the kingdom, we seek through planting seeds for the new consciousness that we desire to live in. In my Father's house are many mansions. I'm planting the seeds for the mansion I desire to live in. I don't want to be in the crap mansion. So I'm going to stop having crap conversations. I'm going to stop having crap thoughts and crap feelings. Because I'm in charge of the mansion that I live in. It's not the divine providence. If I put an apple seed in the ground, you know what I'm going to get? Provided that I till the soil properly, I'm going to get an apple tree. And what we have not been willing to own are the seeds that we are planting in the ground. We have acted as if the seeds that other people are planting have an impact on us, and they do not. Apples planted in Texas does not impact apples planted in California. So if you are over there in the house filled with hate, I can go over here and plant a house filled with love, and your house filled with hate will have no invitation for entry. Point number 2, plant the seed for the tree you want to grow. Plant the seed for the tree you want to grow. What tree do you want to grow? You see, the one who desires an apple tree plants an apple seed. The one who desires to plant apple seeds learns where the apple seeds are. Let me go find out. I don't have any apple seeds. Okay, great. Where do they sell apple seeds? Well, how do I get that? And I start investigating. The one who desires to plant apple seeds learns the rules that govern the planting of apple seeds. Well, okay. What kind of land, what kind of soil, what things need to be in the soil in order for these apple seeds to grow to their full potential? Because if I have an apple seed, it's going to give me at minimum an apple tree, but really more likely an orchard. What do I need to have in place to support this apple seed? And so you have to plant the seed for the tree that you desire to grow. If you desire to have great wealth, the seed of great wealth is helpfulness. The seed of great wealth is helpfulness. Can you help 1 million people? Can you help 2 million people? Sometimes the solutions that we're dreaming up only help 10 people. So we have the wealth that matches helping only 10 people. I know it seems like, no, these people are holding money back and they have control of the economy. No, helpfulness. If you discover how you were sent here to help, you will open up a new economy. And even though the banks may not lend to you and others may try to keep from you, the seed of helpfulness that you plant will start a new economy because new economies are being started all the time. Listen, most of us are, 30 and above. Blockchain, Bitcoin, none of the cryptocurrency, none of those things even existed. Whole new economies are being created. Helpfulness. The seed for the tree of wealth is helpfulness. Can you help? Can you increasingly help more and more people? That's how this goes. Help the people that are in front of you. Find out what's working. Like, why is what you're offering helping? And then see what other ways you can help, because people that you help bring more people that you can help. Isn't that how you found your dentist? Isn't that how you found your physician? Isn't that how you found your hairstylist, your manicurist? They did a good job for somebody else, and then they told you about it, and you liked what they were doing, and then you told somebody else about it. Point number 3, make room for the fruit that you expect to receive. And so you must learn how to have the thing that you desire. You must learn how to have the thing that you desire. And so every experience has a habit pattern that supports it. Every experience has a habit pattern that supports it. Every seed has the potential not just to produce the apple tree, but the apple orchard. And so the question is, do you have room for an orchard? Because sometimes we get that we need to plant, and we plant the right seed, but we have no room to receive what it is that we have asked for, or what it is that we have planted seeds for. And so the good that could be ours flows out of our experience. This is the person that makes millions of dollars but has no net worth. They got a high income but no net worth, because their expenses are right matching with the money that's coming in. You have to there's a habit pattern that supports whatever it is that you desire. And so whatever you seek, make sure that you also have room for it. And so if you expect apples, make sure you know what to do with them when they arrive. Because if you plant an apple seed, it is only a matter of time before you have the orchard. Do you know what to do with the orchard? Do you know what to do with that many apples? The law is going to work if you condition yourself to help more and more people. The wealth of this universe will open itself to you. The question is, do you know what to do with it when it arrives? Because it must come. Seeds always produce according to the fruit that lies within them. And so it's going to come. The question is, do you have the capacity to have it? So let's review. I am the gardener who plants the seed that produces the tree that brings me the fruit, or that brings me the fruit of my prosperity. I am the gardener that plants the seed that produces the tree that brings me the fruit of my prosperity. And so the first thing is that true seeking is seed planting. You always know what you're seeking by what you're planting. Plant the seed for the tree you desire. If you desire apples, plant apple seeds. That simple. And finally, make room for the fruit you expect to receive. If you expect apples, make sure you know what to do with them when they arrive. God bless you.
I'm changing my life today. I made up my mind. I'm gonna be a winner. Everything's gonna work out.
out fine. I made up my mind. Wanna be a winner, yeah. I made up my mind. I'm changing my life today, yeah. I made up my mind. I'm gonna be a winner. Everything is gonna work out fine, 'cause I made up my mind. I made up my mind. Love is the answer. I'm leaving that old fear behind, and I'm walking with my head up high. Walking with my head up high. Just found a brand new song. Now I'm singing it all day long. Everything is gonna work out fine. Everything is gonna work out fine. I made up my mind. I'm gonna be a winner. Yeah. I made up my mind. I'm changing my life today. I made up my mind. I'm gonna be a winner. 'Cause everything is gonna work out fine. I made up my mind. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Come on. Can't nobody tell me nothing now. No. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I made up my mind. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I made up my mind. Yeah. Now, can't nobody tell me nothing. I made up my mind. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I made up my mind. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I made up my mind. No. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I made up my mind. Can't nobody tell me nothing. I made up my mind.
All right, family, now is the time to set the law of giving and receiving into action for yourself.
I give in love, all that I have and all I receive will be multiplied. I'm in the flow. I'm in the flow. I'm sending it out and it's coming back in. He supplies my every need.
We've made it easy for you to support Understanding Principles. You can text the word UPCHURCH to 73256 to complete your gift. You can use Cash App. Our Cash App ID is $UpChurchLA. You can also go to our website, upchurch.org. Choose the button Give Online. And finally, the mail still works. You can mail your gift to Understanding Principles, 600 West Queen Street, Inglewood, California, 90301.
I give in love, all that I have and all I receive will be multiplied. I'm in the flow. I'm in the flow. I'm sending it out and it's coming back in. He supplies my every need.
Let's bless our offerings. Read along with me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I give in love and I trust God. All right, let's add a declaration with that. I am in the flow. I give generously and I receive lavishly. My Father, Mother, God supplies all my needs. I am divinely supplied. All right, family. Thank you so much for your support. Let's have some announcements and then I'll be back to close this out. Thank you to our social media all-stars. We appreciate you guys so much. You are helping us spread the word about this ministry. You are helping us get the word out all around the world. I want to give a special shout out to Taylor Walker, who chose this week's featured clip. Every week we're featuring a new clip. If you want to be a part of the team that helps us choose those clips, please email us upchurch@upchurch.org. And then here is your list of social media all-stars. Thank you for your comments, for your likes, for your shares. We appreciate you guys. Let me tell you about an exciting opportunity. We are starting a new series in the Bible Hangout. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Bible Hangout is our weekly Bible study. Every Thursday night, 7 p.m., we meet via Zoom and then it rebroadcasts on Friday nights at 7 on YouTube. And so I want to encourage you to be a part of this because for the second quarter, we are focusing on the book of Proverbs. Now, if you have ever wanted to do a deep dive into the Proverbs, here is your opportunity. Listen, the Bible is 100% a spiritual document, but it is also a practical document. And so the book of Proverbs contains some of the most timeless wisdom that's available. And so I encourage you to come be a part. 7 p.m. every Thursday. Cannot wait to see you there. Don't miss this opportunity to dive deep into the scriptures. What a wonderful Sunday it has been. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everyone who contributed to today's service. Thank you, Lawrence Fernandez. Thank you, Kalina. How wonderful was she? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Reverend Sheree. Thank you, Mikkel, Dom, Kaylin. Thank you, Noriko, for just being amazing. Thank you, Chad, and thank you, Daryl. And please, God, don't let me be forgetting anyone. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you to Aaron, to Drew, to just everybody who contributes. This really is a team effort. I know you see maybe a few faces in front, but there are so many people that are working behind the scenes. I want to remind you that next Sunday is our 4th Sunday, and so it's our youth gathering. Make sure your young people are with us. For parents, we'll be notifying you directly with the park information, but if you have a young person that you want to participate, please let us know and we'll provide you with that information as well. All right, let's take a moment to close in prayer. Would you pray with me? Would you read along with me? The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and so it is. Have an absolutely beautiful day, and I'll see you in the after party. Take care.